So a day's Leicester Comedy Festival well underway. We are here at the Y Theatre and we're sat with tonight's host, Tony Jameson. How are you, Tony?
Hello mate, how are you doing? You well?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks.
Excellent,
I
excellent.
see you on the chamomile tea.
Oh yeah, rock and roll back here. Like everyone says that comedy's the new rock and roll, so you've got to get your chamomile on,
Yeah.
otherwise you
Thought
you
it
can't
just
perform.
prove that the stereotype there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just it's all go backstage. It's all go like with conversations about like politics and asteroids and that. So and then the chamomile. So yeah, like
Once the chamomile comes out, things get serious.
Exactly, shit gets real. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So you're hosting tonight. How's the gig going so far?
lovely, yeah, nice and full. Y Theatre, beautiful. I've never been here before actually, and really nice space. Seems full. Everyone's laughing in the right parts, which is nice. So yeah, very good. Just had Chris McCausland on storming it. So
yeah, no particularly bad heckles then. Everyone's behaving themselves.
Everyone's behaving themselves. We're just chatting away quite pleasantly, and yeah, that's what we like.
Oh, good stuff. So you've come to Leicester today for your first gigs, but you're quite busy. You're at the Crumble and Cookie tomorrow.
That's
and
right.
The Globe Theatre on Globe Theatre.
Globe Theatre.
That's pretty great. The Globe.
It was a pub last time I was booked for it. Well, if it's expanded to a theatre, then I'm doing very well for myself.
So at the Globe pub on Monday,
Yeah.
not the theatre. Make a note of that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're doing something called Comedy Chat Roulette at the Cookie.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit what that is?
Right. Basically, what it is myself and a friend of mine, who's my former agent, used to. We came up with an idea for a show where I would be on stage hosting, and we'd have a laptop at the back, and we'd have a projector. So I'm on stage, and we get comedians to be part of the show, but they'd Skype or FaceTime in, and we've got like a roulette wheel, so I don't really know who's coming on when. I don't know who's going to be on at all. A little bit like sort of what chat roulette you get on the internet, but just without the cocks, we hope. So, but we can't guarantee that. There might be a cock or two. You've got to have to come. There might be someone with their balls out. Who knows?
So you're not actually on chat roulette then? It's just Skype. Because the sort of stuff I do on chat roulette, I don't think is acceptable for public consumption at all.
No. I mean, you know, but then again, you know, you can't trust comedians. I mean, they might be jacked up on chamomile tea. Who knows what's going to happen?
Exactly.
You know, it could be absolute carnage. It's going to be a different show every time we do it. So this is like the second time we ran it out now. So it's hopefully it's something that we can build on. To be honest, that's sort of what we're looking at. Maybe building it, and then maybe see about taking it to other festivals and stuff, or doing it as a sort of bit of a run somewhere. But it's if the technology works, it's brilliant. If the technology doesn't work, then
you have
it'll
to
still
step
be funny.
in and do an hour of stand up, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Please
so
come.
You're at the Globe pub. Globe pub.
Yep.
On Monday.
Yeah, it was a theatre, but they've knocked it down and turned it into a pub. So
things are downgraded a little bit.
Recession, innit? You know, so.
But yeah, so you're doing the show about Rules of Engagement,
Yeah.
and it's a new show, work in progress, isn't
That's
it?
a work in progress of my new show. Yeah. Last year I did a show called Football Manager Ruined My Life, which was all about a 20-year obsession with a video game, which got a little bit out of hand, both in terms of producing the show, and then in terms of where the show went. We're actually going to go on tour with that in the autumn this year, so that's going to go UK-wide, which is very excited about. So I was going to write a second show, which is going to be stand-up. There's obviously going to be a story involved, there's going to be a theme involved. It's all about the last 18 months. Obviously I was getting married. I got married about 6 months ago, so that's in there. There's talk about obviously the fact we've now moved house, and so it's a bit more I don't want to use the word observational because I'm not an observational comic at all. It's stories and bits and pieces that's happened, and so and it's nice. I like it.
So more personal about your life, not getting hooked on video games.
Yeah,
so
exactly. It'll be that sort of The first one was all about video games. The second one's going to be about just normal stuff. So
yeah,
so I just said appealing to a wider audience, I think.
Yeah, your last tour, sort of current tour, I suppose, Football Manager Ruined My Life. When the audiences came in, did they sort of? Because I imagine if you bill a show as Football Manager, you're going to get quite sort of laddie guys in the audience.
We got blokes in their 30s who have done exactly the same as what I've done. So they weren't lads at all. They were closet geeks sitting wanting me to talk about footballers who are essentially just names in a spreadsheet.
So you didn't get sort of drunk people off the street wandering in because they thought they were going to see a show about
No. Thankfully, like touch wood, we didn't get that. But you know, we might do in the future. Who knows? But thankfully, they were all just.
Hopefully not.
They
might be nice guys. I don't want to alienate an audience.
Exactly. Yeah. Drunk people are friends and humans too.
Exactly.
They're welcome. They're welcome. But yeah, no, it was great. Just we had a really good audience. We did that last year at the festival and sold about sort of 70, 80 tickets or something, which just was insane. And then went to the Edinburgh Festival and sold the run out, which was again just stupid, absolutely stupid. But like, thank you everyone for coming. You're very, very welcome. It was very, very lovely to see you all. Please do keep buying more tickets for future shows and that.
This is all one massive plug to you, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Cut that last bit out because that just do the chat roulette plug first. Yeah, cut this bit out here. Yeah, that's fine.
So I've lost my train of thought completely now.
Sorry, mate.
It feels like a massive advert. Yeah. So I remember
the chamomile kicking in. I'm going nuts.
So the Skinny called your show life affirming.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hefty compliment, isn't it?
That was lovely. That was lovely. It was nice that people got the show, because I was kind of thinking I was going to be billing myself for a bit of a sort of review kicking, so to speak. Really, I didn't think that people were going to get the show and go, well, we don't like football, we don't like Football Manager, we don't know what Football Manager is, so therefore we're going to give it a terrible review. But thankfully, the people who came to see the show to review it understood where it was coming from and what they were doing. I mean, we had one review from the Sunday Herald, which was a really nice review, but it did say, if you like football, then this is the show for you. And it's kind of like, well, it's in the title, really. You're not going to sort of go into a show about Football Manager and go, oh, when's he going to talk about cars? I'm surprised he didn't do that. But
I think cars and football probably go hand in hand.
Probably, yeah. Well, the multi-million-pound footballers now with their very fancy cars and all that sort of stuff. And that can go in the extra bits. There you go. We'll write a bit about that.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
So just to round up, you've got like I said, you've got Rules of Engagement coming up. Is that going to Edinburgh this year?
Possibly. I don't know whether we're going to go with a second Football Manager show or the Rules of Engagement, or if we go with the second Football Manager show, which is probably going to be the second half of the tour, because we're going to end up doing a 90-minute show rather than an hour. So there'll be bits that'll come out of last year's show, freshen it up a little bit, put the newer show in there as well, and that'll be a lovely 90 minutes. If that's the case, then the Rules of Engagement will go up in 2015, so we'll come back to Leicester 2015, have it nice and polished, so then obviously the work in progress will have been completely worthwhile, because it's a case of getting the stuff out and seeing what's worked and road testing that, then come back obviously next year with the polished article. So I think that's probably going to be one of the plans. It's either going to go up this year or it'll go up next year. So. And a former Shakespearean theatre is just enough, I think, the perfect place to do it. I think so. I mean, they have had a refurb, so they may well have kept some of the original theatre sort of surroundings, and then at least the interior. They've got to keep the interior of a theatre. I mean, turn it to an outside pub. That'll be fine. Pub from the outside. When you get in, you go, oh, bloody hell, it's a theatre. This is lovely. I'm sure it's just what Shakespeare would have wanted as well. I think so. Yeah. I think I'm exactly the person that Shakespeare would want to be going in there and talking. Exactly. Right. Well, best luck with your gigs up next few days. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Down the tea. Yeah.